Here are games everywhere. Some games are playful, and other games aren't so playful. You can choose to play, or not to play. Sometimes, the game chooses you to play without you knowing so. Many of us have been involved in 3D fear-based games at one point or another in our lives. May this help you. A fisherman always sees another fisherman from afar. In the 3D fear-based games, you are either a lamb or you are a lion. In other words, you know what you are doing, or you don't know what you are doing. And when you don't know what you are doing, it can be very dangerous. To not get played, you have to know not only what's going on, you have to know who you are and respect that. When you do so, you will be challenged by the 3D fear-based games to see if they are able to manipulate you and sway you away from your truth. For those who know their truth and respects that and honors that, regardless of being challenged or not, the 3D fear-based games will not bother you because by definition, you are not coming from a place of fear, which is needed to play the games, but instead, you are coming from a place of love. In other words, you are not deemed a player in the 3D fear-based game, and it will move on to those who live in fear. More than likely, it is those who don't know who they are, or more importantly, those who don't respect who they are and who don't stand up for their truths that are often targeted and taken to the laundromat. Most, if not all of us twins, have been targets to the 3D fear-based games. We had to be. In doing so, we are able to shine light on it and take it apart. When knowing your truth and honoring that, we are telling the 3D fear-based games that we see who they are, what they are doing, and that we're not buying into it. We're not buying into fear. The 3D fear-based games will test us. It will try to sway us. And the more we stand in our truth and power, the more it will try and turn us back to fear. Now there may be times when we get caught back into the 3D fear-based games. And that's okay. Once we figure this out, stand back in your power even more so and learn from it. By falling down, we learn to pick ourselves up. And when doing so, we strengthen in many areas, one of them being character. We are spiritually maturing. It is very important to note that you do not engage in the 3D fear-based games. By engaging with it, you will get caught. By engaging with it, you are playing in it, or should I say, getting played. Instead, stand in your truth and power, and say no thank you. Clear your space. Clear yourself. And stick to your truth. The stakes are getting higher. We cannot pretend not to see what we know. We cannot feign ignorance any further. We must honor what we know, and protect what we know. We must respect our truth, respect ourselves, and stand in our truth and power. Always be aware if you are coming from a place of love or fear, and most of all, always honor your truth and yourself. Don't let anyone or thing manipulate you from what you know in your heart and soul. Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay clear. Peace and aloha. Take care. Brandon.